Hello everyone! Welcome to our streaming safari. My name is Keeper Kylie and I am over here with Bulldog, one of our Sulcata Tortoises. So today we are doing some all about tortoise. Absolutely love these guys. Now before we get started, I just wanted to go and remind everybody that again, it really is donations that have been helping keeping us afloat right now. We couldn't do it without you guys. So we really wanted to say thank you, but please, if you do have anything that you are able to donate at this time, we really do appreciate it. Even just a few dollars are making a huge difference right now. It takes about $1,900 a day to keep the animals fed and keep us going. So that's what the goals that we strive for here. I know, you see everything. Just like this guy here, he still needs to get his fresh veggies. So that's a really big help. You can donate right here on our Facebook page or by going to lionhabitatraNch.org. Hello, big guy. Don't eat my shoe, bud. There you go. So this here is Bulldog. He is an African spurred tortoise. You just want the whole thing. Can you turn around so we can actually see your whole head? Like now. Oh my goodness. Come here, big guy. So he's an African spurred tortoise. These guys are from the Saharan Desert, area in kind of central Africa, Ethiopia, Chad, places like that, Eritrea. And they're really amazing animals because these guys are really hot weather tortoises. They do some pretty unique things that make them really suitable for our habitat. It is 100 degrees here in Vegas today, which is not so fun for the humans, but these guys don't mind it too much. Now, they are complete herbivores, so that means that they only go and eat those lettuces and greens around them. It's actually kind of a self-gardening tortoise. What they do is the poop outside their habitat. You can't walk on me, buddy. You are 100 pounds. They will actually go and poop right outside their dens, and that poop will go and help the animals, the veggies grow, and then they can go and eat the veggies right outside their door. They poop, and then they go right back inside. These guys actually have their own garden set up. Come on back over here, big guy. And when I talk about their dens, these guys are really amazing. Diggers, really, really great digging animals. They can dig down more than 15 meters. Technical difficulties. 15 meters for these guys. So they are really, really good. Oh, we're getting a shell rubbed down, huh? Really good diggers, and they do this because in the middle of the hot, hot desert, they're not going to be outside. They're going to go and dig into those burrows where it's a little bit cooler. They can find moist areas in there and hang out down there. So they do something called estivation. You guys may have heard of hibernation. Well, estivation is when they go and they kind of relax in the summertime. So, you know, bears kind of go into those periods of dormancy in the wintertime. These guys do it in the summertime. So that's called estivation. Now, since they are cold-blooded animals, they do have to go and utilize the heat of the areas around them to go and make their own body temperature. So when it does get cold, these guys do go through brumation, which is where their bodies and their metabolisms kind of calm down as well. So they actually kind of do it 2 times a year. Now, they're going to live a pretty long time, over 70 years. So these guys will probably outlive me. And they are the 3rd largest tortoise in the world. So you have your Galapagos, you have your Aldabras, and then you have these guys. These guys will get up and over 150 pounds. Yes, here's your lettuce. Here's your lettuce. You got it. So you can see they're actually not that slow. That's kind of a misconception here. And you can see his nice long neck stretch. Now, can you stretch that out? Stretch out your long neck? He's like, no. And he has that nice crunchy jaw to go and snap right through that lettuce. And you'll notice that my fingers are out of the way. It looks like we have our first question. What's our first question?
Can they feel on their shell?
They absolutely can. The shell is a part of their body. This is where their spine is. So this is, they're called scoops, and they're made of the same material as like our fingernails and stuff. So they can still feel it. This is still part of their body. So, you know, we always see in those cartoons the tortoise taking off their shell and walking around. Nope, this is actually a very important part of their body. So it's just like having a great big old back, and their spine is on the inside of it. Next question.
So you said they lived in hot environments. How do they stay cool when it's that hot?
So by digging very, very deep into the earth, they can go and find the cooler, moist I was gonna say, you might actually see some dirt flying over here because behind me, Spike is burrowing. He's pretty far in there. I don't
No,
know.
he's behind you. He's like, you have lettuce?
We'll share, Spike. So yeah, these guys will go and hide out in the hot, hideouts in the hot sun by digging. And I mean far, 15 meters, which is over 45 feet deep. So incredibly good burrowers. It's actually a hard part about having them as pets. People like these guys as pets. They start off really small, usually about 2 to 3 inches. But again, they're gonna live 70 years. And a 150-pound guy burrowing basically turns into a really, really big bulldozer. It's really hard to keep these guys contained long term. They need this space. They need to be able to run around. So a lot of times they end up escaping because they'll plow through areas or burrow under them. So here, it's actually part of the keeper enrichment to go and make sure that their burrows are a safe, healthy depth for them, but that they're not actually escaping. So oftentimes in the summers, they're digging out, we're digging in. We want to go and fill them back in. We still want them to have their burrows, but really only Spike behind me is really the big burrower. There you go, bud. Any other questions, guys? All right. So yes, one of the things about these is a lot of people do end up having them as pets, but that ends up being a problem because one, they do live 70 years. So you have to make sure that you are able to take care of that animal for the entire lifespan of that animal and realize that they might outlive you. So you have to have a plan for somebody to take care of them after you've passed away. So that's something that has to be taken into consideration. And again, they require a lot of fresh veggies. These guys get a mixture of hay and veggies throughout the day. Get that fly off you, Betty. And again, they're gonna dig. They gotta burrow. There you go, bud. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Good job. All right, let's finish it up for you, bud. Chomp it down. Chomp it down. He's gonna just go and truck right over me. Yeah. Godzilla mouth. Wah. All right, guys, if you don't have any other questions about tortoises right now, let's go and move on to our craft for the day. It is very hot outside, so we're gonna try and keep the video on the shorter side as much as I love talking about these guys.
Mostly because of the phone.
Mostly because of the phone.
We have an ice pack on it to keep it cool, so that hopefully helps.
We'll try. All right, guys, so today you are making your own tortoises.
I ran into something, I'm sorry.
All right, so you guys can make your own little egg crate tortoise right there. Pretty cute. So we'll go ahead and show you how it's done. So you're gonna take your egg carton, just like so, and you're gonna go and cut out one of these little shells.
Can you do it with paper too?
You can do it, guys, with whatever you have at home. If you guys want to go and make it with paper, take a square and kind of fold the corners up over each other, and you'll notice that it'll cup up on the inside. Use a little glue or tape and you'll be able to go and secure it. If you happen to have a hole punch, this makes it easier, but you don't need it to. Find out where you want the tortoise's head to go, and we're gonna go ahead and cut out 4 little holes for the legs. Now, that's the difference between a tortoise and a turtle. Tortoises live on land, turtles live in the water. So turtles have webbed feet to help them swim, and usually they're on the smaller side. Tortoises have these great big clumping feet that are nice and big and sturdy. I'm gonna do one little more in the tail. There we go. So you're gonna cut out 5 holes because they have a tail. All right, now again, use whatever you have. I happen to have some pom-poms and some googly eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and start gluing those. But again, make it with paper. Ball up some paper. You can paint your paper. You can go and decorate your shell however you want to. If you want to go and decorate your shell early, you can. I plan on painting mine, so I'm gonna wait till the end for that. Use my glue stick here. Now, while I'm going through this craft, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask and we'll keep answering those. Always happy to. So again, 2 legs on the front, 3 in the back because one of them is a tail. So on the very center of the back where your tortoise's head, on the opposite side of that, that's where your little tail is gonna go. All right. Tortoises do live all over the world. Here in Vegas, we do have the desert tortoise, which is just coming out of their brumation. So they actually do kind of hibernate in the winter. But again, it's not really called hibernation. That's something different. It's called brumation. It's the proper term for it. We want you guys to be good citizen scientists out there, so it's good to learn these words. So if you guys have ever followed Mojave Max, he's our local tortoise celebrity, because desert tortoises are amazing, but they're really endangered. However, there's ways that you guys can help. I recommend checking out the local Desert Tortoise organization. I believe it's just deserttortoise.org. That's a really fun way to do that. And you can kind of get involved. There's do satellite trackers and things like that. All right, now I'm using pipe cleaner for my legs, but maybe you have popsicle sticks at home, or heck, you guys can use paper clips, whatever. But remember, we're making tortoises, not turtles. So the point is to have legs to stand on. We're not swimming, we're standing. I just went and looped mine right around my finger, so that's loop number 1. That's a pretty good way to make those. And again, you're making 5 for legs and a tail. They don't use their tails for much, they're just adorable. So they are called Sulcata tortoises often, African spurred tortoise. Sulcata is actually Latin for the furrow, which is the furrow referring to the furrows in their feet. So you can see that. All right, so I'm pinching my little legs together to make kind of a V shape there. I'm gonna go and bend it at the bottom for a foot. And then I'm actually going from the inside, looping it out there, that little hole, and then I'm just bending them down just like that. And there you go, foot number 1. So pretty easy there. How old are our tortoises, Denise? Do you happen to know off the top of your head?
20 or more.
20-ish, yeah. They were orna surrenders. Yep, just like a lot of our animals. They were somebody's pets who were not able to be taken care of. Again, they're actually really difficult pets if you're not prepared for them. So our guys here are actually older than a lot of you guys watching at home. And so that's just part of the reason you need to be prepared for a very, very long-term pet. All right, looks like we have another question.
If you wanted to and you like bugs a little bit more, could you make a bug with this craft?
Go for it! Guys, make whatever is gonna make you happy. Now, bugs are a really good time. It's coming into the spring and summer. We got some good pollinators coming out. Guys, bees are amazing. Bugs, beetles. I love beetles. Beetles are good detrivores. They actually go and help clean up after us in a lot of ways. So that's a really fun one. You may have seen my compost post from earlier this week, in which case I had a little isopod in my hand. They are absolutely adorable.
I did post the photos of your bugs.
Thank you. I like posting the photos of my bugs. I was proud of them. They work hard. So if you wanted to do a little ladybug, if you want to go and make your little beetles, do whatever, guys. The point is to have fun. But if you do post a bug or a beetle, I'm gonna give you a little bit of homework. I'm teaching you guys about tortoises today, but if you guys want to make a bug, you have to teach me. So if you guys want to go and make a bug at home, you have to go and post a fact about your bug, be it real or even a made-up bug. If you want to go and make up your own bug and you're like, this is the Billy Sunflower Daffodil bug, great, but tell me one fact about your bug. I want to learn about it. All right, now it's time for that cute tail. All right, another question.
Was that a lion roaring in the background?
That was 31 lions roaring in the background is what you just heard. So that was a communication bellow or roar. So yeah, you heard all of them. That's a communication. So there you go, and they kind of all start up roaring. Good to see who their neighbors are, things like that. Now for the tail, by the way, I'm going from the opposite direction. From the legs, we were going from the inside to the outside. Tail, I'm going from the outside to the inside. I'm just gonna go and open it and spread it out. And kind of make a little legs in there. Now their tails are usually not this long. They're these little stubby things, but honestly it's just cute this way. So there you go. All right guys, so we have the makings of a really great land tortoise. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go and start painting my guy now. And again, if we have any questions, shout them out, you guys. We want to thank everyone so much for being so supportive of us. We love doing these streaming safaris. You guys have been amazing. If you guys have not checked out our Facebook post before today, or earlier today, go ahead and look at it, because you guys, after watching the streaming safari, might have some good ideas about what our What Is It Wednesday post might be. I'm, not going to say anything more than that, but I think you guys are pretty darn smart.
It'll post in the morning, the answer. Tomorrow morning.
You'll know tomorrow morning. So there you go, guys. I think you guys will figure it out very quick, though. I have been following the posts and comments on these streaming safaris, even on my days off, because I don't have a social life. We're keepers, guys. We just go ahead and play with animals. Or if you're a real zookeeper, you go home and you play Planet Zoo, because that's what real zookeepers do. We go home and we play video games of zookeeping. That's what we do. But you guys are really, really smart. You guys ask amazing questions. I absolutely love it. So now, I mentioned earlier that I'm going and kind of hiding mine. So yeah, I posted those little legs coming through. I'm just painting right over them because, again, it's my own tortoise. I do what I want. Tortoises do what they want. Next question.
Do you want to talk a little bit about the streaming safari this upcoming Friday that all of us keepers are excited for here? Caitlin and Robert are not.
Oh my god, so I'm not here on Friday. I might actually come in on Friday to go and see this. You guys, this week's streaming safari on Friday is going to be amazing. It's going to be a team building one. So this is really great if you happen to have multiple children at home who maybe are having a hard time with that social distancing, quarantining, and maybe are having a hard time getting along right now. Parents, I highly recommend watching this, and they can do some good team building activities with us. I think, is it going to be peanut butter?
Yep, we're going to do PB&J.
Make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So this is a good one that you guys can do right at home. You guys don't have to do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but like a nice easy one. This will be fun. It'll help you guys learn how to work as a team. So go ahead, check it out. Did Caitlin ask that question?
No, okay. I did.
Okay.
Because I'm just so excited. She's not.
She's not. Caitlin is not. Caitlin is off today, so I was hoping she would be watching at home, but apparently Caitlin is not. I watch all things. You can tell we're a big, happy family here, guys. And by big, I mean we're actually a super tiny facility. So a lot of zoos right now are, again, we're struggling and having a hard time because of this. So again, it's the donations that are really doing such a world of good. We couldn't do it without you guys. Because it's us. That's it.
Oh,
we are the
Kylie,
only ones here.
You should be excited.
Right,
My son Evan keeps asking what sound a giraffe makes. Do they make a distinct sound, or like a cow or an elephant?
Okay, so what's really fun about this is they kind of do. We'll just never hear it. So a male giraffe does kind of grunt a little bit during mating season. And female giraffes hum, but we actually can't hear it. It's too low frequency. But there is a ridiculous children's toy out there that for some reason has a giraffe on it. So you go and you touch it and it has all the sound effects. And it's like, what does a cow say? Moo. What does the frog say? Ribbit. What does a giraffe say? So guys, if you want to take a recording of what you think a giraffe sounds like, please do. Please post it. This is the greatest thing though, because this is actually the sound that it makes. And to me,
the toy.
This is the sound that Ozzy would make in my head. But this is the sound that the toy makes. It goes... I've never heard a giraffe sound like that, but if Ozzy could talk, I feel like he would do that. But yes, giraffes can kind of make sounds, but they don't actually have the vocal cords that we do, so they can only grunt and hum, that's it. Next question.
How many tortoises do you have?
We only have the two, Spike and Bulldog. So they are super cute. But yeah, it's just those two. So there we go.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah. So this guy is still drying, so he might just stay a little brown tortoise. So there you go, guys. Pretty quick craft for today. So there we go. Spike and Bulldog. I got two tortoises. Pretty good. All right. Any other questions, guys? All right. Again, we're trying to keep the video on the shorter side today. One, because it's a beautiful day outside, so if you're not too scared of the heat, go for a walk, get out there.
Hydrate.
Stay hydrated though. Stay hydrated. How do tortoises stay hydrated? One, slow metabolisms. They usually are eating like succulents and things with a lot of water in the food, so they're getting a lot of it. And they have this really weird thing where they are called the weeping tortoise. or the crying tortoise, and they actually have an excess of mucus that comes down over their eyes and protects their face. It kind of acts like a natural sunscreen, but it looks like they have been crying. So if you ever come and visit here and you're like, the tortoise's face looks wet, they will do that all summer long. So you might actually catch that in action. Next question.
Do you have fun with the tortoises?
I love them. These guys are amazing. They can see and understand faces and people, and they will come up to you. They want to interact with you. We can actually call them out of their huts in the morning, and they come for breakfast. And again, we give them a nice veggie salad. So these are really, really amazing animals that are super adapted and have these amazing abilities to live in incredibly harsh environments for other animals. But like here in the Mojave, it doesn't even get nearly as hot as the Sahara Desert. And it's just, these animals are able to survive in this. So I love them. They are so cool. But if you do have them as a pet, make sure you really are prepared for that long-term,
And the digging.
Yeah, and the digging. Not kidding. Next question.
Do they have their own burrows at the ranch?
They do. We have to make sure they don't burrow too deep and they don't burrow into each other. They are 2 males, so in the summertime, with those lots of heat and lots of energy, because they're cold-blooded, they might start fighting. So we do keep them separated because of that. So we want to make sure that when they're burrowing, they're not burrowing together. So we want to make sure they have a nice cool area, but it's separate. So they dig out, we go and fill it in every day. So it's like keeper enrichment, but we want to give it a healthy balance of things that they need. Oh, lions.
Not a question, it's a comment. Mason, her son, dreams of having a tortoise. Maybe he can work in the zoo one day instead.
Absolutely, guys. Herpetology is the study of reptiles, and we love herpetologists in this field. They are doing amazing work right now. Check out, again, the desert tortoises. They are local to the Mojave Desert. They're incredibly endangered. Gopher tortoises are found throughout the United States, especially those southern areas. They are endangered and they need a lot of help. Getting into this field is the best way to help save these animals. So if you love these animals, being a herpetologist, you guys can end up working fish and wildlife is a really good thing to go and look at. Being a biologist there, being a researcher, but definitely being in the zoological field as a herpetologist is a really great way of saving these animals. There's actually a lot of endangered species right now, frogs and turtles, and those in our wetlands are having a hard time. So help out those animals by learning as much as you can, not taking them as pets. If you do find a tortoise in the wild habitat, leave it there, guys. I know they are very easy to grab up because it's not like they can sprint away, but look from a distance. Remember, leave only footprints, take only pictures, guys. That's the big takeaway from this. A lot of people do go and they find like box turtles, which are actually a land tortoise here in the United States. They think they make good pets. Please leave them where you find them. That is actually a really big problem with people taking them home. But tortoises can make good pets. Russian tortoises are smaller ones. And you actually can help out with desert tortoises. If there are desert tortoises that have essentially been retired, so to speak, from breeding programs and they are not fit to go into the wild, but they need homes, that's something that actually is available. So check in with Fish and Wildlife. They're not always available. It is kind of a rare thing, but those are things that maybe you can help out with. So definitely check out your local resources, regardless of where you are. Turtles and tortoises are found all throughout the world. Except for Antarctica and the cold north, but you guys can definitely get involved. If you like this species, learn about it. Next question.
Caitlin finally tuned in. Who is faster, the tortoise or the hare?
Obviously the tortoise. So, because we find the hares. It's actually really cute. We often find the baby bunnies around here chilling out in the same habitat as the tortoises in the morning because they like sharing the same veggies. So usually it is not who is faster. It's usually when the tortoise gets there, he's a lot bigger than the rabbits and he pushes them out of the way to eat, but they all end up sharing in the end. Yes, we have a lot of rabbits around here. Alright guys, we're going to start wrapping it up so that our phone doesn't die. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you happen to enjoy it, please share. Share. Getting our videos out there, getting our posts out there helps us stay relevant on your news feeds. That's how those algorithm works. So the more you're commenting, the more you're sharing, tag people you want to see, get those posts up because we're able to go and reach more people. Because we are asking for money because we need you right now. We can't do this without you. Again, it takes $25 per lion every day to keep them fed. So think about our tortoises, think about Ozzy. So even if you can't share any money right now, we understand. Please don't think that you have to, but by sharing, you're still helping us. So feel free to donate any money that you can, even just a few dollars, guys. That's all we need. If you want to donate more, please feel free to do so. You can do so right here on our Facebook page or lionhabitatranch.org. Stick around, guys. We're going to have some more information coming to you later this week. As always, check out that Facebook page to make sure that you are up to date with all of our posts, all of our fun stuff. If you haven't seen today's What Is It Wednesday, go and check it out. You'll probably have some really good hints. Next streaming safari will be on Friday, 11:30 Pacific time. And as always, any questions, leave them below. We love answering those. Catch you later, guys. Can't wait to see you soon. Bye, guys.